The Romans carefully planned where to build their forts to provide enough water and food for the soldiers.
Today, when you consider the Club of Rome model, which is still relevant, which MIT produced in the 1970s, 40 billion tons of topsoil are being blown away every year. So the Roman feeling for the importance of the preservation of nature and the development of agriculture on nature's terms is extremely relevant for us to learn today.
In the late 3rd or early 4th century AD, 2 legionary fortresses were built along the frontier zone in Jordan.
This is the site of Lejeune, and the modern name actually hides the Latin name Legio. So even in modern memory, we know that the local people know there was a Roman army presence here. And the type of military unit that was stationed here was called a legion. And a legion was the basic regimental unit of the Roman army.
Lejeune is one of the biggest forts in Jordan. About 2,000 men were once stationed here. On the Roman frontier in northeast Jordan, there are many settlements dating from pre-Roman times. el-Jemal is an example of one of the largest settlements in this area.
Normally, forts are distributed along roads, crucial communication points, but in this part of Jordan you tend to get a close relationship between military forts and settlements. That's partly because of the nature of the water catchment in the area. It's always the critical thing is to harvest water, and so when you get water you get the fort, but you also get settlements in the area.
Further east, the desert prevents major settlements. An exception is the oasis at Azraq. Here the Romans built forts to control the water supply. In contrast to European forts, the rooms of desert forts were built right next to the surrounding wall. This fort was in use for many centuries, even after the Romans had left. In fact, Lawrence of Arabia had his headquarters here in the winter of 1917. Jordan was part of the Roman Empire for many centuries. In the 7th century AD, the Islamic conquest brought Rome's domination to an end. But the legacy of Roman civilization is still very tangible in the Middle East.
Jordan is geographically and politically a Mediterranean reality because we are an extension of the Mediterranean civilization. So when you say that Roman citizens or universal citizens defended civilization from one part of the world to another, it is this transhumance, if you will, not in agriculture, but in the association of peoples that humanizes the Roman version of globalization.
The well-preserved remains of frontier forts like Qazar or ancient cities like Geras give us a vivid picture of Roman life in the Middle East. In Amman, museums display everyday objects, statues, and art of the period. In Amman Citadel, you can see the remains of Roman Amman, then known as Philadelphia. Jordan's rich archaeological record provides a fascinating insight into our shared Roman legacy, a legacy which, to this very day, has shaped the cultures, legal systems and religions of the peoples of the Middle East, Europe and North Africa.